Warrior, I think I have some breaking news I'd like to share with you about TikTok. Uh, you know what? We've got to talk about TikTok because nobody else is talking about it. It occurred to me today that, gee, very little information coming out in the media or from our government about whatever happened to all those pressing stories of TikTok is being shut down. President Trump gave it a 75-day stay where they'll make a decision whether it will be shut down, it'll stay in America, whatever. Just as I was thinking all of that, I saw a story, and I researched it a bit, that our Vice President J.D. Vance made an announcement that he believes by April 5th, which is that 75-day deadline, President Trump said, okay, we will have a plan for TikTok by April 5th. Now, let me explain this. So when I see that President Trump says this, and then I see it was late last night that Vice President Vance says to the media, to NBC News in particular, he said, you know, I think by April 5th, that deadline, we will have pretty much have our plan in place. Let's go back and review the history of TikTok and why it's so important. TikTok, one of the major platforms that kids today are on. They use TikTok, they use YouTube, and they use Insta. So we have to, and Snapchat. We have to look at those platforms. Remember, wherever the kids are, so are the predators. Now, all of this shutting down of TikTok was misconstrued from the very beginning. It was always TikTok is being shut down. They don't want us to have TikTok. It's our privacy. It's this, it's that. The government issued a statement. They were concerned about TikTok for national security reasons. Nowhere in any of this, and I've asked so many people, so many sources of mine, including yesterday, a terrific interview, which will be up in a couple of hours on our Warriors channel. What is going on with TikTok? Because it was announced that the concern was it's a national security threat because it is from China and it is owned by the parent company ByteDance, and that America wanted to divest it from this ByteDance and own TikTok. And then it became who's going to buy TikTok. I'm hearing everything from Serena Williams' husband to Mr. Shark Tank himself, Kevin O'Leary. I even heard that there were offers from, heard Elon Musk was thrown in there at one point. Haven't heard that one lately. But all kinds of people were lining up now in America to buy TikTok. But what's missing in all of this is that it was never mentioned about kids' safety. And I keep asking, what about the kids' safety? What about these TikTok challenges where the latest one is kids dropping the heaviest objects in their home they can find and endure on their feet? Now, did you hear what I just said? For instance, like a microwave, drop it on your feet. One girl even had to have toes amputated. We have had subway surfing. I live in New York City, as most of you know. Kids riding the tops of the trains, falling off, hitting heads, all kinds of crazy things, the Tide Pods, the Kia Challenge. These are crimes, yet nobody stopped any of this. Nobody, yeah, there was some media talk, there was some talk around town, but nobody went after the safety of the kids. So I'm very curious what is going to happen with TikTok. They're never going to get rid of TikTok because TikTok is a moneymaker. And remember, money rules the roost. Remember, money talks, crime walks. So let's see. I'm connecting the dots together. And I'm collecting the dots to connect the dots. And here's what I think is going to happen. I think that TikTok, prior to this April 5th deadline, we will have an announcement, maybe April 4th, April 3rd. And it will be TikTok is bought by the American company XYZ, controlled, owned by this individual. Again, an American, a well-known one. Most of us will just know the name. And they will have some sort of affiliation and direction from some sort of American organization. I would say perhaps not in the tech business, perhaps in the child safety business, that gave them direction about what they should be looking at to keep kids safe. That's in my dream world. But again, the government has only looked at TikTok as a national security threat. But you know what? The predation of our children, the exploitation of our children, that is a national security threat because that leads to the trafficking, right? Online, exploitation of kids online, drugs online, bullying online. So a lot of issues here. But I think it's very interesting. Let's keep an eye on this TikTok for the next few weeks. Because the kids are on it. And it's not about banning, getting rid of, in my warrior's opinion, stopping. It's about what we have and taking it and putting the guardrails or making it work for everybody, but not for the predator, not for the criminal, not for the trafficker. Please I urge all of you to really honor our hashtag Community Creates Change. We have been in the schools this week, various events. We are getting out there. We are putting our warriors' words and vision into the faces and mouths of other people, and we are having tremendous success. You can see I'm in my warriors' garb right now, always promoting, always out there talking truth and facts, and I want all of you to join us. Remember, lynswarriors.org is the website. Please follow that for daily headlines, take actions and resources, because our business is keeping you and your families informed and also safe. I'm doing the heavy lifting for you. Don't forget, May 6th, if you are in the New York area, we are going to have such a Warriors evening of music and dance and terrific Q&A with an author, investigative journalist, and a human trafficking survivor, Angela Williams. We're going to have a raffle, some great food, just kind of a cocktail party, community get-together, because it's called Community Creates Change. There's a lot of hope out there. A lot of hope, a lot of good things happening. Join us, always. And each and every day when you wake up, go out and be a warrior.